This is Staff 1 Stuart, broadcasting for the Gardena DCS Comm Center. This is the first net for the year 2023, and it's looking forward to having a great year of practice and getting ready for actual deployment. So I'm glad everyone's here this evening. We have the live stream going, and by the way, just a point of fact here is it seems like the live stream is running about a minute behind. So as I start talking, it's not going to live stream for about, probably 45 or 50 seconds, and then it'll pick itself up on the live stream. So not sure why it's delaying like that, but it is delaying, right? Regardless of all that, welcome back to the Gardena DCS Monday Night Net. This should be a great year of practice. I hope that we don't have to get deployed for the big earthquake, but as you all know, it's when it's going to happen, not if it's going to happen. So another year of being prepared, having our radios, batteries charged, having our food and water ready, and our backpacks, our go bags ready. And just we're going to probably have a lot more training with the CERT organization this year. So I'm looking forward to another hopefully exciting year and a year with a lot of training and a lot of more knowledge to be gained. The only message I have for this evening is there is the Martin Luther King parade, and I believe it's this next Saturday. The CERT teams should be marching in the parade. I don't know. We're supposed to have rain today, tomorrow, and maybe the next day. And now I'm hearing Saturday might be some light rain, but that's too far away to know. So we'll be getting news from Cindy and the CERT groups later on this week, whether what's going on with the parade, right? Every once in a while you hear me say break, and you'll hear some of the more seasoned veterans on the net. They'll say break when they're talking, and the reason is our repeater. I have got it set for a 1 minute timeout, so you can talk for about 1 minute, and then the repeater will turn off, and it will cut you off from talking. That's so we can't have we don't have any mistakes. Somebody leaves their microphone pressed, and no one else can transmit. So we have that planned break that I have put in there for like 1 minute, 60 seconds. So that's why I say break. So what I do is I unkey the microphone, right? And by doing that, it sets up the timer on the repeater for another 60 seconds. So if I know that I'm going long, I will say break, and I will unkey it and rekey it so the repeater is reset. So for somebody that didn't know what that is, that's what the break is going. That's what it means. Break. Maybe some more announcements. Mary may have some announcements. Cindy from the CERT team, she may have some announcements. But until then, I am going to now start with the first roll call for 2023. And by the way, I've been getting people doing a lot of early check-ins via the live stream and text. And we'll get to that in a bit. So let's start with LA County DCS at the Lomita Sheriff Station. LA County Fire, Firefighter Dixon. One more time, LA County Fire, Firefighter Dixon. Are you there, sir? Moving forward, we'll go to the Gardena Police Department. We've got the Gardena PD Watch Commander, Captain Osorio, Sergeant Messina, Detective Dixon, or Chief Safel.
Gardena PD Detective Dixon, approximately.
Detective Dixon, you might want to move over a foot or something like that and try it again. As you know, you can be broadcasting in one position and move 6 inches to another position, and may change your broadcast. So try moving over and try again, sir.
Gardena PD Detective Dixon, approximate location, Crenshaw and Redondo Beach Boulevard. No message for the net tonight.
Okay, got your full message there, sir. Good to hear from you. Detective Dixon, gave a speech last week to a group in the South Bay, which I attended, and that was a fantastic speech. One of the best I've seen from anybody. So, Detective Dixon, thank you for appearing with that group and giving a great talk. That was great. Are you actually working this evening? Are you out in the rain?
Negative inside tonight.
All righty, sir. Good to hear from you. Captain Osorio did do a live stream check-in. He has a message for us, so let me read it to you. Okay, the message is as follows. We have a AC1, and that's Captain Osorio's police department call sign, radio call sign. He's checking in from home, and he says Happy New Year to all. And he wants us all to come out to our first Coffee with the Cop on January 26th. And it'll be like, I believe, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. On Artesia Boulevard. And let me see. He did not say where the Coffee with the Cop was going to be at, so we can kind of leave that out. Officer Dixon, do you know, or Detective Dixon, do you know that the Coffee with the Cop is at?
No, I don't have to check my notes, but I'm having with me right now.
All right, not a problem. Maybe Captain Osorio is still listening, and he can put that back in the comment section. But everybody, we will get that information out to you so you can attend the Coffee with the Cop. The last one was terrific. So, okay, thank you, Detective Dixon, and thank you, Captain Osorio. If you can, if you're still listening, give me the location for that one. Other than that, we'll hear from you soon. Do we have Sergeant Messina or Chief Cassell online today? Okay, negative contact. Let's move on to City of Gardena leadership. Gardena Mayor Serter, are you there today, ma'am? Mayor Serter? Consul did contact me for a check-in, but Councilman, are you on the radio tonight, sir?
Yes, Councilman Tanaka, approximate Redondo and Baker, and Happy New Year. No messages for the net.
Thank you, sir. It's always great to hear from you, sir. And I know you got my text message. When checking into YouTube, in order to make a comment, you actually have to have a free account, which is no big deal to set up. But it's pretty nice to have a free account anyway. So thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Francis, she did do a live stream check-in. So she did check in that way. But Councilwoman Francis, are you on the radio this evening? Councilman Emeritus, Art Cascanian. Mr. Cascanian, are you there? Okay, let's move on to Gardena Valley Baptist Church. Just bear with me, folks. I'm doing double duty here. I'm working on the computer and marking people down, whether they text or whether it's in live stream. So it just gives me a few seconds. They have to balance my my work over here on the screen. Okay, let's go to Village Mobile Home Park. Barbara.
This is Barbara Village Mobile Home Park, location 17100 Gramercy Place, and I have no messages for the net except to say have a blessed and a safe New Year.
Well, thank you, ma'am, and Happy New Year. And it's 2023, and hopefully we just have a lot of practice here, and we don't have to respond to a big earthquake, but at least we will be prepared. So thank you, Barbara. Village Mobile Home Park, Jim.
This is Village Mobile Home Park Gym, located at Artesia and Gramercy. I have no messages for the net. Happy New Year.
Well, thank you, Jim. It's good to hear from you, sir. Village Mobile Home Park, Cressy.
This is Village Mobile Home Park, Presi, location of Artesia and Gramercy. There is no, I don't have any message for the net this time.
Well, thank you, Pressy. It's good to hear your voice. Happy New Year. And I'm sure we'll be talking to you many more times in this year. So we appreciate all of you at Village Mobile Home Park for helping keep the mobile home park safe and for being part of our organization. You guys are valuable. All right, this is Staff 1 Stuart. I'm acting as your net control. Next, we have Staff 2 Travis.
This is Staff 2 Travis, Tango Robert Alpha Victor Indigo Sierra. I'm approximately at the corner of 166 and Western. I have no news for the net, and I'd like to wish everyone a happy New Year, and that's it.
Thank you, Travis. Good to hear your voice, sir. Now we have Staff 3 Mary, who is also our MedNet coordinator. Mary, are you out there, and do you have any messages you want to pass tonight?
This is Staff 3 Mary Adam Robert Young, approximate location 145th and Gramercy, and I do have a couple of messages for the net tonight.
Okay, ma'am. Please go forward with the message.
Just want to, first of all, remind Travis and Ray that we are starting up on our MedNet calls again tomorrow. I am first up, and thank you both for responding to the new schedule break. Second message is Neighborhood Watch is also back this week on Thursday at 6:30 at Sarah High School, and inviting everyone who would like to come out and hear and see what's going on in the city. Please feel free to come out and join us. That's the end of my messages. Happy New Year to you all.
Thank you, Mary. Did you get my update email about Karen from Clearview? She wanted to be put on the direct email list.
Yes, I did, and she is on my list.
Thank you, ma'am. I was just over there working on a battery with one of the radios, and I had a long talk with her, and so she wants to be on the list because sometimes the messages that you heard aren't getting passed on, but now it'll be great. So thank you, Mary. Next, we have CF4 Dewey. Now, Dewey and Ray actually did a live stream check-in from 182nd and Hawthorne, so they must be in class this evening. They say Happy New Year to everyone. No further messages. I will say, call Dewey if you're on the radio. You're probably in the class, but Dewey, if you're there, please respond on the radio. Okay, the repeater decided to ID itself. every like 8 minutes, our repeater sends out a tone. It's supposed to do that so the FCC, where we get our license from, is a requirement. So every 8 or 9 minutes, it identifies itself and it will block our transmission. With that being said, Dewey, are you on the radio? Would you like to check in? Okay, negative contact on Dewey. I'll bet Ray's with him. Staff 5, Wendy did a check-in during the live stream. Wendy, are you on the radio tonight? Okay, and our staff 6, our Pat Paul, next our technical director, is out of the area, so he cannot respond. Let's move on to George 210. Oh, excuse me, George 214. No. George 215 float. George 217. Any members of the gaming family? George 222 Ray, I'll call her. George 223, George 224, Leary and Diane. See that George 222 did check in on her own. She said she's monitoring, so let's try it one more time. Ray. 1 forward. Again, George 223, George 224, bearing Diane. George 225, Bianca and James they're out of town, but they did a live stream check-in. So George 225, James did the check-in. So thank you, James. George 308, Natalie.
George 308, Natalie, Nora, Adam, Tom, Adam, Lincoln, Ida, Edward, approximate location, Beaumont and Rosecrans, and no messages for the net.
Thank you, Natalie. Happy New Year to you and your family. 01, Jose. Gardena CERT 02, Cindy.
This is Gardena CERT 02, Cindy. Approximate location is Western and Kevington. I do have 2 messages for the net.
I figured you would, Miss Cindy. Please come forward with your messages.
Okay, first of all, Happy New Year's to everyone. And we will be getting confirmation whether the Martin Luther King Parade will proceed on Saturday, January 14th, 10 a.m. So I know some of you have signed up to help break, but we are waiting on, due to the rainy weather, whether it's postponed. It's postponed to the so I'll let everybody know about that. And the Tri-City CERT team is still signed up to be in the parade break. Last message, we will be resuming our community CERT meetings starting February 2nd at Gardena Valley Baptist Church at 6:30 p.m. So we're going to be recognizing the CERT volunteers for the hours they have put in, and probably having a speaker as well. So more information to come about that. but I just want you to save the date, February 2nd. That's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy, for your messages, and I'm sure we'll be hearing a lot from you in this upcoming year. CERT poised to make some more breakthroughs and have more assignments and stuff like that, I understand. So thank you, Miss Cindy. You do a lot of work for the organization. Okay, CERT 04, Virginia.
This is Gardena CERT 04, Virginia. Victor, Ida, Robert, George, Ida, Nora, Ida, Adam. Approximate location 168 in Berendo, and no message for the net other than Happy New Year.
Thank you, Virginia. Always good to hear from you, ma'am. CERT 06, Gary.
This is CERT 06, Gary, George, Adam, Robert, Young. Approximate location, Artesia, Normandy, and I have no messages other than Happy New Year.
Thank you, Gary. Always good to hear from you, sir. Gardena CERT 09, Barbara.
This is Gardena CERT 09, Barbara, boy Adam Robert, Adam. My approximate location is 138 in Budlong, and I have no messages for the net.
Thank you, Barbara. CERT 010, Anna. CERT 012, Michael.
012, Mike, Mary Ida King Edward, approximate location, Artesia and Gramercy Place. And I have nothing for the net other than just I wish everybody a good new year this time around. Take care.
Well, thank you, Michael. Always good to hear from you. Before I go any further, I just want to acknowledge we have a visitor from Chicago on our live stream. Looks like his name is Alex Fairkis, and he says he's from Howard and Kedzie Avenues in Evanston, Illinois. So that's a suburb of Chicago. So welcome, Alex. You've checked in before. We appreciate you being there. And hopefully one day we'll get up and meet with each other. That'd be great. Let's move on to CERT 014, Richard.
This is Gardena CERT 014, Richard. Approximate location 223rd and Avalon in Carson. No other messages except for I did not hear if Cindy could repeat the message. Has the MLK parade already been rescheduled, or is it just in case?
It is a tentative at the moment. I think it's still scheduled. It's still on. But Miss Cindy is keeping track of that, and she will definitely keep us all updated if there's any status change.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Other than that, everybody stay dry.
Thank you, sir. And I think the subject of whether or not that antenna is an advantage for you, I think that's settled already, because every time now you're coming in like you're standing next door to us. So the next time we just got to swap the antennas. We'll be ready to go.
That sounds great. I'm glad to do it. Yeah, I had to come back up to my perch. I couldn't hear. I was breaking up earlier. I was downstairs.
Got it, sir. Okay. Gardena CERT 015, Jim. 015, Jim. Okay, Gardena CERT 016, Gerald.
Good evening and thank you and Happy New Year. This is 016 Gerald, George, Edward, Robert, Alan, Lincoln, David. Somewhere in Manhattan Place in the wonderful city of Torrance. And you all have a very good evening and a Happy New Year.
All right, Gerald, good to hear from you, sir. Next we have Gardena CERT 020. Matt, are you there today, Matt? One more time, Gardena CERT 020, Matt. Okay, we have a new oncoming member, but he does not have a radio, but he has a computer. It's Gardena CERT 021. His name is Eric. I have him checked in for the live stream. So, Eric, if you're still listening, welcome. We just need to solve the radio problem sooner than later. But Eric 021 is checked in for the first time. Welcome, sir. Animal CERT 01, Megan. Hawthorne CERT Henry 201, Dennis. Hawthorne CERT Henry 202, Jim. Did check in via, I believe it was the texting. He's out of range, but you know, it's not costing me anything, so I'll call Jim anyways on the radio in case something has changed. Jim, Henry 202. Henry 203, Kenny did an early check-in. Kenny, are you on the radio this evening? Okay, negative contact from Kenny. He did do an early check-in during the live stream. Sir, Henry 221. Henry 221, Sonia. Henry 222, Sam. Henry 554, Son. Henry 556, Dennis. LA County, Tom 109, Michael. Okay, negative contact on that. Do we have any late or missed check-ins? Please come now. Okay, one more time. Do we have any late or missed check-ins for the first net of the year 2023? Okay, no more late check-ins. So we'll be closing to the net. It's kind of a medium turnout for tonight. We did have 15 check-ins for this evening on the radio. We had another 12 check-ins via the live stream and the text. So that's a fairly decent turnout. I want to thank everybody for being there. Welcome back to the year 2023. Welcome to 2023, but welcome back to our net for the new year. Again, I'm looking forward to another good year with the team. You guys, I think we have the best team around. A lot of people have been here for years, they're loyal, and all they want to do is help out the city of Gardena in the South Bay. So I'm very proud of all you guys. Okay, any later missed check-ins one last time? Okay, guys, this has been Gardena DCS Staff 1. My name is Stuart, and I want to thank everybody for participating in this evening's net, the first net for 2023. We are monitoring most of the time. Again, I want you to keep your radio batteries charged. If you can take it with you when you're in your car, it's probably not a bad idea. So we'll discuss all this down the road a little bit more. So, okay, everybody, thanks for checking in. First net of the year. This is Staff 1 Stuart, and the net is now closed, and the frequency is open for normal use.